Hi yogis! Fourth installment of our Pranayama series is Ujjayi Breath. Ujjayi, you'll hear it instructed in all kinds of classes. It's the breath that links the movement in your flowing physical practice. It creates tapas and it creates heat in your practice. And it's said to be a self-healing technique. So part of the healing is that it holds your attention, just like everything else in yoga. And it also creates this vigorous heat through, while you're doing your physical practice. You'll notice, especially if you're new to yoga, and maybe you remember being a brand new yogi, it was difficult to understand why other people in the room were breathing so loudly if you weren't familiar with Ujjayi Breath. What's going on? Why is everybody exhaling so forcefully while they're doing this practice? And then one day, maybe that day is today, you figure out that this Ujjayi Breath, this victorious breath, is the trick to link one pose to another. Because until you are doing this, or until you are using breath, your Ujjayi Breath in your practice, you're really kind of just performing gymnastics moves, and they don't seem to have, there's no cohesion to your practice. So mastering this victorious Ujjayi Breath is a strategy to create a cohesive, flowing, moving meditation. It's best to teach it seated. It's simpler to teach Ujjayi seated, and then eventually students are able to attach it to their movement. So you start seated, and then exhale through your mouth and imagine that you're fogging up a mirror. Actually, just hold your hand in front of your mouth and imagine that you're fogging up a mirror. Do that a couple of times. Exhale. So now teach yourself to inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. So now lightly seal your lips together, but still create that sound as you exhale of fogging up the mirror through your nose. And you'll try to exhale through your mouth, but you won't be able to. So your exhales will come in and out of your nose, or your inhales and your exhales will come through your nose. So it's a deep ocean-sounding breath that is always present in your practice. Take a deep breath in, and then hum like an om. Seal your lips at the end of your om, and commence your Ujjayi Breath in and out through your nose, audibly exhaling after each inhale. And now we will link the Ujjayi Breath to movement. The simplest way to teach new students Ujjayi Breath is with cat-cow. It's a very handy and intuitive way to link breath with movement. So inhale, lift your tailbone, turn your gaze up through your nose, lips sealed. Exhale, round forward. Do a couple more, cat-cow. And then try from side to side. So turn your gaze towards your left hip. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale to the right. Come back to center. Inhale. Now extend your right leg and your left hand. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And both hands and knees down to the mat. Other side. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you tuck in. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you tuck in. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck in. Come back to cat-cow. One round. Lift your tailbone. Gaze up. Exhale, round forward. Press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And then come forward to high plank. Very slowly exhale all the way down and onto the mat. If you have a puppy in your way, move. So hands, and we're going to lift up into cobra. Hands underneath your shoulders. Lift as you breathe in. Lower as you breathe out. Always in and out through your nose. Do that twice more. Inhale. And exhale. And then lower down. Press yourself back to child's pose as you exhale. And then sit yourself up to hero's pose. So the intention with those relatively simple movements is to teach, to describe how to move by linking breaths with movements. So your assignment for the Ujjayi Breath is to come up with a couple of simple movements. They don't have to be flat on the mat. You could do standing poses, and figure out what needs to be, what you attach to the inhale and what you attach to the exhale, and then put together a quick 15-minute sequence that would be appropriate for beginner to intermediate students to practice Ujjayi Breath, practice linking their breath with movement. Thank you, yogis. Until we meet again. Namaste.